Alright, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Horland is true from. And I'd like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. And today I just want to go into a quick lesson about, those new bodies that we're going to receive, So, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying and straight to the point. I'm going to start in the book of Jude, chapter 1. It's one chapter, in verse 6. And it says, "And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day." And yes, those angels, weren't, the angels that are in heaven now, that are in the spirit world. Those angels are going into, the sons of God before they were known as Israelites, because at one point in time, we were immortal, but we fell from our first estate. We pretty much, we went off, when sin entered into the world, we were pretty much made to be immortal, angels in, fleshly bodies, so to speak, And I'm going to go to the book. It's lucky, bear with me. I'm going to go to the book of Genesis, chapter 6, and verse 4, and it says, "There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bare children." It's lucky, and they bare children to them. The same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. And I'm going to that word, giants, because they weren't literal giants. They were tall, but they weren't literal giants again. And that says the definition for giants would be Nephilim, but I'm gonna go to the other word, Strong's H 5307. In the outline of biblical usage, it says to fall, lie, be cast down, fail, to fall, And going into some of the definitions of going into other things, but pretty much, that's what it means. We fell from our godly estate, we were once immortal, now we are mortal. It's lucky we were immortal, now we're mortal, And it's the book of Psalms, chapter 82, and verse 5, and it says, "They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are the children of the Most High. But ye shall die again and fall like one of the princes. And yes, because we are gods on the earth, but we aren't in our godly estate. We're pretty much lost at, once we went off, when sin entered into the earth, by way of Adam through Eve. The average lifespan, for one to live is 70 years. It's like you can't find it. Scripture I'm looking for. But I'm going to go to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15. And I'm going to start at verse 38. It's the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and verse 38. But Yahweh giveth it a body as it hath pleased him, and to every seed his own body. All flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. Let's look here. I'm just going to get those definitions right quick. The definition for celestial, Strong's G 2030, and it says existing in heaven, things that take place in heaven, heavenly regions, heaven itself, the abode of Yahweh, and the angels, and celestial. And a definition for terrestrial, Strong's G 1919, and it says existing upon the earth, earthly, terrestrial. So you have heavenly bodies, then you have earthly bodies. Right now we're in these earthly bodies, this flesh. But once we're changed, the entire nation of Israel, beginning with the elect, will be changed. We will have new bodies. Verse 41, and it says, there is one glory of the sun, and another of the moon, and another glory of the stars, for one star is different from another star in glory. So also is the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption, it is raised in incorruption. It is sown in dishonor, it is raised in glory. It is sown in weakness, it is raised up in power. It's like it is raised in power. It is sown a natural body, it is raised a spiritual body. There is a natural body and there is a spiritual body. Yes, this we're going to receive, those spiritual bodies, because these bodies that we're in now, they're weak. It's like it says in the book of Jude, these are the chains of darkness, excuse me, Slakia. These are the chains of darkness that we're in because, we suffer in this flesh, we can get sick, we suffer illness, again, we can die. These bodies are weak, these bodies are corrupt. This flesh that we're in was made to go off, it was made for us to sin. Here's the reason why we need to be changed. Verse 45, and so it is written, the first man, Adam, was made a living soul. The last Adam was made a quickening spirit. And yes, the first Adam being our Lord Yahweh Shai, he is also the last Adam, because Adam was the first living soul, but the last Adam, which is Yahweh Shai. It's like it. Last Adam, which is our Lord Yahweh Shai, he's perfect, he's perfected. He has that angelic body, he's perfect. He's perfect, So we strive to be like our Lord Yahweh Shai, we want to be, those first fruits so we can be changed. So we can be immortal again, Verse 46, howbeit that was not first which is spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterward that which is spiritual. The first man is of the earth, earthy. The second man is of Slaki. The second man is the Lord from heaven. As is the earthy, such are they also that are earthy, and as is the heavenly, such are they. Slaki, such are they also that are heavenly. As we have borne the image of the earthy, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly. And yes, that's what's going to happen. We're going to be changed because, like it says, the angels, they have different bodies than we do. They're perfect. Everything in the heavens are perfect. It's just us in this wicked flesh. We're imperfect. We're in this corrupt flesh, so we go off. This is why we need to be changed, and this is why we're going to receive those new bodies. These are those everlasting chains of darkness in which we receive judgment. Because once we die, we return to the spirit world. Yes, reincarnation is a real thing. We receive our judgment in the heavens. Then we eventually are sent back to the earth to play out our judgment, whether it be, for something good or bad that we've done, But ultimately, that's what's going to take place, the nation of Israel as a whole, but starting with the elect of the nation of Israel, we're going to, Lord willing, we be at that righteous number, but, we're going to get those new bodies, we're going to be changed, we're going to be perfect upon the earth, we're never going to sin again, So I'm just going to finish up, and it says the mystery of it's like the mystery of resurrection. 1 Corinthians 15:50, and it says, "Now I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the." It's like now this I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahweh, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall all and we shall be changed. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. For Slakia, so when this corruptible shall put on incorruption, and this mortal shall put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass that the saying, Slakia, the saying that is written, that is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. But thanks be to Yahweh, which giveth us the victory through our Lord Yahweh Shai Hamashiach. Therefore, my brethren, therefore, my beloved brethren, be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for as much as ye know that your labor is not in vain with the Lord. So yes, this is why, we do the things that we do. This is why we have to do these things that we do, to edify, to help wake up the lost sheep of the nation of Israel, to help seal the elect, even though we're not sealing, but we're fishing. We're fishing for the elect, to wake them up. Because ultimately that's what's going to take place. The elect are going to be delivered, from the destruction to come. They're going to be those first fruits that are resurrected, that are going to be changed, as it says, because we won't have these bodies in the kingdom of heaven. Again, this flesh that we're in is corrupt, so these bodies that we're going to get, they're going to be perfect, they're going to be incorruptible, they're going to be, immortal, they're going to be perfect. We won't get sick anymore. We won't be able to die because the law, statutes, and commandments will be written in our inward parts. So, we won't die. So that's what it's pretty much going into, Death is the last thing that we're going to conquer, So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakwadash. I'd like to give double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who I learn this truth from, and I like to say peace and salutations unto the hopefully elect. Till the next time I say Shalom.